Did anyone ever tried making a custom of this thing? At Hero the Japanese Train, is that a
challenge? I don't know, 150 retweets and I'll do it? Like that's ever gonna happen. No. Wait.
Sorry.
You people are sick. What even is a Roadinator? I know that the Big World Big Adventures era of Thomas and Friends is just one big fever dream, but this thing is just, I don't know, a dollar store version of like a Doofenshmirtz invention. Even for Wubba, that is a big leap. And because democracy prevailed, and I guess I'm a glutton for punishment, I went ahead and made a custom Roadinator. Now, if you think for a second that just because I'm being forced to make this custom against my will, that means that this is going to be a half-hearted attempt, you've got another thing coming. I was going to put my absolute all into making this the best Roadinator possible. Step 1 was to go digging through my train parts and find some victims to turn into the Roadinator. I thought I'd use this thumper, but ultimately I didn't like the shape, so I knew I wanted to use some kind of wooden railway road vehicle. Other than that, I had nothing to go off of. I ultimately settled on using any of these parts. Why is he staring at me? I started by taking this Terrence and absolutely tearing it apart. The only part of this Terrence I was going to use was the bottom chassis piece. I didn't need the top plastic one. And then I tried putting Terrence back together just to see what it would look like, and I don't know, cursed? Blurst? I'll leave that up for you to decide. Next thing I did was make an absolute graveyard of wooden train parts because I had to kind of conceptualize and wrap my head around what this thing could possibly even look like in wooden railway form. After making a little prototype, it all started coming together. Now, I gave myself some ground rules because even though I'm making a Roadinator custom, I have standards. Rule 1. The custom had to fit in the size and rough scale of wooden railway. If it doesn't go through tunnels, it's fine, but I had to at least make the attempt. Rule 2 is that as much of the Roadinator had to be posable as possible. Thinking of this guy's swaying arms and the like. Rule 3 was that I had to give this item some sort of play feature. If Wooden Railway was going to make a Roadinator, it would be kind of like Harvey, where they give him some sort of posability or something special he does on top of being a vehicle. And then Rule 4 was to have fun. I finally decided on my approach, scrounged up some spare wood, and I got to work. One of the main characteristic features of this Roadinator is this cylindrical asphalt paver that he's got right in the center of his chassis, so I tried to replicate that using this Terrence chassis, and after a long period of time of whittling, sanding, filing, cutting at it with X-Acto knives, I finally was able to make the front of this Terrence chassis kind of get that cylindrical shape. It won't turn like the center cylinder does on the Roadinator, but it's close enough. I also did a little bit of filing in the back to kind of get this little divot that he has if you look at his footage very closely. And yes, I had to analyze the Roadinator clip probably 50 times to finally get the shape to where I wanted it to be. So, you're welcome. I probably watched it more than any other Thomas fan. Anyway, I started to put the shape together and he's kind of getting closer and closer to completion, as you can see. It was at this point that I stopped taking pictures and stopped taking new footage, and I just decided to finish the darn thing to protect my own sanity. But I'm kind of proud to announce that he's done. I don't know if I should be proud of that or not, but I guess I am. Are you ready to see it? I don't know if you're ready. Are you? Last chance to step out. There's probably a new Unlucky Tug video if you want to go watch that. I totally get it. No? You really want to see it? All right. He's done. Here's the Roadinator. You know, this custom and I at this point have had quite the journey together. I learned about this custom. This custom probably learned a lot about me. And at the end of this process, I'm kind of angry. I'm not angry that he's something I had to make or that you guys forced me to make this against my will. I'm mad that he's good. Like, he's actually a good custom. Probably the best one I've ever made. And you know, I've made all sorts of customs throughout the years. I've tried to get better and better at my craft, but is this it? Is this the peak? And it's the frickin' Roadinator? I mean, this guy's got posable arms. He can hook onto things with his magnet and tug them along. I mean, if Wooden Railway made this guy, I guarantee you they would have made millions. The saddest thing for me is, I went into this hating the Roadinator, making this as a joke, but now I don't think I hate the Roadinator anymore. I don't even know who I am as a Thomas fan anymore, just saying that. But this custom gave me an appreciation for a very bad 1980s movie reference, and I walked away with one of the best customs I ever made. Is he a perfect custom by any means? Absolutely not. I actually split the wood in the popsicle sticks by accident trying to make the screws for his arms. And I was trying to see if I could get his body to rotate, but when I tried putting the screw in, it split the wood even further, so I had to abandon it. However, this custom that I had to make by the peer pressures of Twitter is probably the most fun I've had making a custom in a while. And because it's the Roadinator, I'll forever hate you guys for it. But I hope you enjoyed. And if you want to see more of my customs, ones with a bit more sanity, please check out my other videos and be on the lookout for more of my videos in the future. This is HiroTheJapaneseTrain, signing off. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Oi! Put that troublesome brake van down, right this instant! Ow! It's not a brake van. I'll be back. Huh. Things are getting stranger and stranger around here.